Hey guys, I'm sorry, my camera cut off, but pretty much as I was saying, whenever my recruiter would call or text me, I'm sorry, he would call or text me the day of or the day before at the last minute and be like, hey, I can't let you take your ASVAB today because either the E6s are training at MEBS or it was full and I can't get you in, or sometimes he just wouldn't even explain why. He'll just say, hey, yeah, we can't do it today, we'll do it another time. So I'm scheduled to take my ASVAB this Monday, which would be March the 7th, 2016. And if I don't take it with him on that day, if he reschedules me, then I'm just going to be like, look, I'm going to a different office because this is just ridiculous. Like, this is like the 8th time he's done this to me. But either way, back to the subject. Once you guys figure out what branch you want to go to, you figure out if you want to do active or reserve, you figured out what jobs you want to do, you figured out the scores that you need to make to qualify for those jobs, and you study for the ASVAB, and you found yourself a recruiter. The next thing for you to do is schedule to take your ASVAB. You can go in your recruiting office, especially if you did it in the order that I say and you studied and you feel confident about taking it, then it's nothing wrong with going in there telling the recruiter like, hey, I want to take my ASVAB. Now if they make you wait, tell them like, hey, I can wait 2 more weeks, I can study for an extra 2 more weeks, and then I'm going to go take it. Another thing, if you're one of those people who just kind of like want to get your process over and go ahead and get a date to leave, what you can ask to do is sign the paperwork requesting to take the ASVAB, and then there's another paper that you have to sign to request to take your physical at MEPS. And pretty much to the paperwork for the ASVAB is really simple. They have all your information, your first and last name, middle name if you have one, address, social security number, stuff like that. So they're just going to tell you, look over and make sure all your information is right, and then they're going to tell you to sign in certain spots. So you sign in those spots, and then their recruiter signs, and then they take that paper to they send that paper into the MEP station so you can take your ASVAB. Or scheduled to take your ASVAB. Now you can also ask your recruiter to could you also sign the paperwork to take your physical on the same day. You don't have to take your physical when you take your ASVAB, but you can just ask to go ahead and sign that paper. So when you sign your physical of the sheets to take your physical, it's going to ask you to put your initials on it. A lot of people frustrate the recruiters because they do not know how to put their initials, and I don't know what's so hard about putting your initials on a paper. Like, I was doing that when I was in kindergarten, so I'm not understanding why grown people 18 and over can't put their initials down. But your initials are simple. Like, it's your full initials. So like, if your name is James Harper Brown, then your initials will be JHB. James Harper Brown. JHB. That's all you got to put. Now, my recruiter, when I filled out my paper, he said if you have to say yes to any questions, don't put your initial yet. Just wait. Just fill out the rest of the paperwork, and then once you finish, then tell me which ones you're going to put yes for, and let me talk to you about it first. Because some of those questions, if you put yes to them, it will disqualify you. Like, as soon as they see your paperwork, they're going to be like, nope, you are unfit for duty, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, some of them you can get a waiver for, but others they're not going to give you a waiver for. So just kind of be aware of what you're doing and pay attention, especially when you're, like I said, in the Navy. When you're in boot camp, they're going to say attention to detail a lot. And same thing with the recruiters. They're in the Navy, and you want to join the Navy. That's your first insight of the Navy are your recruiters. So attention to detail, y'all. Attention to detail. They say write your initials, JHB, James Harper Brown. That's not my name. That's a name that I made up, but that's it. That's all you gotta do, and then you're good to go. Your process could be like super speedy if you just pay attention to detail. So once you schedule to take your ASVAB and you schedule to take your physical, now it's just up to you passing your physical, passing your ASVAB first, and then once you pass your ASVAB, it's up to you passing your physical. Now, if you don't know what to do in your physical, you can just type in like Navy MEPS or they have people put up videos all the time about their MIPS experience. So just watch those videos and they'll tell you what they had to go through from like the time they arrived at MIPS that night to the morning, all the way until they went home. So everything is included, drug testing and all. So just kind of look at that video to kind of get yourself like prepared for it. And also, if you cannot duck walk, do not schedule to take your physical, because you will be disqualified and you will have unfit for duty because you cannot do a duck walk. That is like the mandatory in all branches. When you go to MIPS, they're going to ask you to do a duck walk. If you cannot do it, you're going to get disqualified. So learn how to do a duck walk. YouTube it, Google it, whatever you have to do to teach yourself to do a duck walk. Learn how to do that before you even go to take your physical, because if not, you're going to get disqualified and you just wasted your time. So once you've taken your ASVAB and passed it, you've taken your physical and passed it, then you get to swear in. Once you swear in, you have your date to leave for whatever branch you're going to. And I would suggest once you get your date, they're going to give you like a whole bunch of paperwork and books and stuff to look over because you're in debt, which is the delayed entry program. So once all the books and everything that you get, just read over it and study. If you are married or plan on being married before you leave, make sure that you give like your marriage certificate to your recruiter. If you have a child, give the information to your recruiter, and then have all of that information with you when you go to basic, because you're going to need that as well. And especially like it's just a lot, you guys. Just pay attention to detail and study everything. Once you get your date, just study all the information you can. Study your chain of command, creed, everything. Just make sure you study, because you will never stop studying until maybe you get to your permanent duty station. You're always going to be studying. So always keep yourself updated and keep informing yourself on everything. Whether you have to watch the boot camp videos over and over and over again, you have to watch the MEP videos, you have to watch or Google what does a certain job do, etc., etc. So that's it. And that's all. So I hope you guys like this video. Thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will respond to them when I see them. Or if you want me to make another video explaining whatever, then I can do that for you guys as well. And I will also keep making videos so that you guys can see my process into joining the military. And then once I join, I will definitely keep making videos. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. You guys enjoy.